Hello, this is Alex from cables.gl. Let's take a look at Transform Vertex. This operator is very interesting. It's deceptively simple, I think, but it's also very fun to use and will allow you to do pretty cool things without melting your computer, which is awesome. So I have it selected here, and we can read the basic description is, and that says transform vertices of a mesh via vertex shader. Okay, that sounds good, but let me just show you what that means. It has some options here for moving the object, scaling it on different axes, and rotating it. And then there's also a transform normals button we'll explore later. And let's take a look at this basic example I've set up here, which is mainly a mesh instancer that's being populated by cubes, and an array is giving the positions for the cubes, and also have some random arrays with a array3 multiply here on the side that I'm going to use to show you why Transform Vertex is so cool. Also, I really hope you can see this. Well, yeah, now you should definitely be able to see it. The performance op is telling me the frame rate and CPU and GPU usage. All right, so we have this green cube sphere. Let's hook up these random rotations to the rotations input on the mesh instancer. Now, when we use this array3 multiply, and I'm holding shift now to move these numbers quickly, we're rotating every single instance of these cubes. Okay, that's nice. And if we look over at the CPU, it's not so bad. Yeah, it's being used, but it's it's all right. It's gonna run pretty fine on many devices. Let me move this down a little bit and add a timer so we don't have to use our mouse anymore. Okay, and I'll put it up to like 150. So that's all right. I'm gonna connect the number of values to this point sphere random op, so we can control the amount of cubes from one place actually. All right, so we're using 100 right now. Let's see what happens when I give it 1000. Okay, the CPU usage has gone up to 2 milliseconds now. All right, that's not great. But what about 10,000? All right, that's getting real bad now. And around 11 on my machine means it's going to be horrible on a mobile device. But what about more? All right, now we're getting to the point where this machine is struggling heavily. Okay, so we're using 100,000 instances and we're rotating it via the array setup here. Okay, let's disconnect this and delete this and forget it. But let's try our Transform Vertex operator. We'll place it below the Phong material. That's important because the Phong is a shader that gives us the kind of material we want. And then the Transform Vertex is going to modify the 3D shape itself. All right, so what were we doing? We were doing rotations on the Y. And I will put a timer here. And I'll give it 100. And you'll see that, all right, there's maybe too many. Let's decrease it a little bit. But if you look at the CPU usage, it's actually still the same as it was. But we're modifying the 3D shapes, which is pretty wild, I think, right? So I hope this really shows you that like the craziness you can get into with this operator here, and maybe inspire you to explore more shader-based mesh manipulation, so to say. All right, well, I think you can already go and explore this on your own, but if you're still here with me, let's look at this transform normals toggle. Right now, it looks like all the meshes are rotating, and yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what's happening. What this purple color is coming from my Fresnel setting, which probably shouldn't be working like this because we're rotating the mesh without kind of rotating the information for our camera and kind of scene to also rotate how the material will look once, if you rotate a cube with a shine on it, it will look normal. But if you don't rotate this material with the geometry, then it's going to look really weird. But it actually looks kind of cool, and I think you should definitely play around with this toggle to see if you can get interesting artistic results with it. So if we turn this on, then we're kind of getting the standard expected result because we have a default light pointed at this mess of cubes, and as they rotate, they reflect the light in a somewhat realistic manner. All right, so keep this toggle off and have fun. Bye.